beautiful souls. Hello. I'm sorry for the delay. How are you guys doing? All right. So how is everyone doing today? I am attempting to also go live on Facebook right now at the same time. I don't know if it's working. This is my first time attempting to go live on Facebook at the same time. So bear with me, guys. Today's been a hot mess of a day, but it's been beautiful. I don't know if I'm going live or not. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm live, if I'm not live on Facebook. I don't know what's happening. Oh my goodness. This is my life, guys. Welcome to my life. Let's see if this is working. I think I got it. All right. Hi. All right. I think I got it figured out. Maybe. Levi, can you see if I got this figured out?
I'll check it.
All right, guys. Well, thanks. Thanks for dealing with my my dysfunction. So we are live on Insight Timer as well as live on Facebook in my Goddess Women Facebook group. This is my very first time ever going live on Facebook, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm super, super excited that I'm able to do lives from 2 platforms. It's been one hell of a day, if I can just say so and be open and honest. It's been a hell of a day, and I'm so happy to be here with each and every one of you guys. So thank you. All right, so how is everyone doing today? How is everyone on Insight Timer doing? How is everyone on Facebook doing? Let me know. Let's do a little bit of an emotional check-in. A little bit of a check-in, everyone. How are your feelings right now? Let me know. I see everyone here. Hi, Kathleen. Hello. Kathleen, how are you doing today? How is your mental, emotional space? Are you new here? Have you been here with me before? Hello, Mary Kay. Yay! All right. New. Well, welcome, Kathleen. My name is Genna Rose Giannetti. I am a spiritual and meditation teacher as well as a coach in many different areas. I do personal coaching as well. And I come live 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Tuesday and Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh, I have water. Oh, this is exciting. I'm a little bit all over the place today, so I'm just going to ask you guys to please just honor me where I'm at today, as I honor you guys where you're at today. I want to welcome you guys all here and just tell you that no matter how you are feeling, whether you are happy, whether you are sad, or whether you are angry, that your feelings, your emotions, your attitudes are welcome here. This is not a group where you need to put on a shining, smiling face, although I'll smile for you guys. Just come as your true, authentic self. Just come as you. Come raw, come vulnerable, come open. And I welcome you guys. So today has been a little bit of a day for me, and I really need and desire to share. It really goes hand in hand with our discussion. I'm also going live on Facebook. So I'm just going to ask you guys to please just participate. Just participate in the communication, participate in the discussion. I'm going to do a little bit of a talk, and then we'll just settle in and do a little bit of a meditation after I do a little bit of a talk. So please just hit up that chat box, comment, talk to me. Tell me how you're doing. And let me know that I'm not just talking to myself and I'm not just talking to a camera. Let me know that you guys are here. All right? I'm going to get a little drink of water. All right, let's see who's here. Hello, Justice, Matt, or Sibs. Happy to be back. Yay! Beautiful. Hello to you. Hello, Susan. Hello. I don't know if I'm going to say your name right. If I don't say your name right, then I apologize. Indojet. Hello, Indojet. I'm sorry if I didn't say your name right, but you're still loved. Hello, Emily. Hello, Mary. Thanks for always supporting me. I love you. Hello, Elizabeth. Hello, Kitty. Oh, Kitty. I have a kitty somewhere. Somewhere my kitty is. Hello, Kathleen. Hello, anyone that's joining on Facebook right now. Unfortunately, I don't see who is on Facebook right now. We are streaming live on Insight Timer. This is my first ever going live on Facebook. I was really nervous. I was really scared because unlike Insight Timer, I have a targeted audience with you guys, right? But with Facebook, I have thousands of friends, right? So I have a goddess group in my Facebook group. So I decided to be vulnerable and just share it with that group to kind of just get my toes into the water and tiptoe into it so that I can find the vulnerability and the bravery to go in front of thousands on Facebook of people who may or may not want to see me. So I just want to start off by just closing out our eyes for a minute. If you are new here, I always start with just us connecting together in unity, in love, and support for one another. So I'm going to invite you, we're not going to the meditation yet, but I'm going to invite you to just please close down your eyes and just start to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Oh, that feels so good. I'm going to ask you to breathe in again. Breathing in for 4. And breathing out for 8. Allowing the exhale to be twice as long as the inhale. And as you continue to follow this breath pattern. Breathe in this moment and come into the stillness of this very moment right here. And breathe out anything that happened before this moment. Breathe out the day. Breathe out the frustration. Breathe out any pain or struggle that you're going through right now. And know that you are supported and you are loved. And I'm going to invite you now to visualize a white crystalline light moving from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, lighting up your whole entire body, lighting you into this moment. And I'm going to ask you to please visualize and see a huge circle of beautiful people. Imagine the circle of every single person that's here, every single person that's united with us right now. We have about 15 people on Insight Timer and a few on Facebook right now. So just imagine all of us united in a circle. And start to grab hands and hold hands with everybody in the circle. And as you hold hands with them, start to send the light that you just filled your body with, and send that light to them, to the right of you, to the left of you, uniting the whole circle in light, in love, in community, in safety. And start to see the whole circle just forming in a huge ball of light, lighting up each and everyone's lives. And start to feel into this support that we have. Start to allow your shoulders to just sink down Allow your true face to come and allow your vulnerability to shine. Know and create that this is a safe space where we can communicate, a safe space where we can love each other, a safe space where we can commune with each other, our deepest desires, our deepest fears, our deepest emotions and feelings, and hold space for one another with so much love and so much light in this circle. Set the intention for love right now. And then when you're ready, you can choose to continue to hold hands, or you can choose to just come back to your own space. And I welcome each and every one of you guys. If you guys are new here, I am Genna Rose Giannetti, and I thank you guys for joining. I thank every single one of you guys for just being here and just being your true, authentic self. Again, we are live here on Insight Timer as well as on Facebook. So I might be bouncing around from screen to screen, but thank you. So hello, Sika. Hello, Justice. And I only ask 3 things of you guys today. The conversation may get a little heavy. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, hello. The first thing I'm going to ask of you guys is to love and support each other. The second thing I'm going to ask you, so the first thing is love each other. The second thing is support each other. And the third thing I'm going to ask you guys is to just participate. I want to see the comments blow up. I want to feel like I'm not just talking to myself today. Okay? So, justice matters. Thanks for the love. So you asked me how I am doing today, and I didn't answer at first purposely, because how I'm doing today is exactly what I want to talk about. So again, making this a safe space. Let me know that you guys are open to allowing me to share my story. Let me know that you guys are open to my vulnerability right now, that you guys are open to allowing me to be raw with my heart, my emotions, my feelings, and allowing others to do the same. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, this practice of meditation, I say this all the time, but this practice of meditation, it is medication. Thank you guys for so much love. Meditation is medication, and it is my medication, right? And the whole point of meditation is learning how to observe the things that happen to us, learning to observe our feelings, learning to observe our thoughts, learning to just be mindful of the life that we live, the feelings that come up, the thoughts that come up, the events that come up, right? And so through my journey, through all that I teach, I have transcended a lot of stuff, right? I've transcended a lot of traumas. I've done a lot of inner work, right? And I'm going to be honest with you guys, whether this is the first time that you guys have ever meditated or you guys have been meditating for 50 years. The truth is that no matter how much work you do, no matter how much trauma work you've done, no matter how much inner work you've done, no matter how mindful you are, no matter how at peace you are, shit comes up. Let's be honest. Sometimes shit just hits the fan. Excuse my language. And life is like, no matter how much work you do, let me know if you guys know what I'm saying. But no matter how much work you do, life is like an onion. It's just gonna peel back those layers, right? And be like, okay, you worked on this area. Well, here's another layer. Oh, here's another layer. Here's another layer. And so I had told you guys my live yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I told you guys. Yeah, yesterday, if you guys were with me. I'm doing a lot in my. So you knew my father, the fan clan. I love that. I love that. I love that. So what was I saying? If you guys, if you guys were live with me yesterday, then I expressed to you guys that a lot was going on in my external world. My mother had called me the day before yesterday, and she had told me, she had started off the conversation by telling me that my grandma was in the hospital and that she was really sick. And then she had continued to tell me about how my uncle, who's like my great uncle, my grandpa's brother, he unexpectedly died. He unexpectedly had a heart attack. And so, I like to think that my way of kind of processing things, and this is the whole thing in meditation, is observing my own tendencies, right? My own ticks and quirks and the way that I handle things. But I'm coming to this realization that it takes me 3 days. Like my processing speed on big stuff is like 3 days. And it's like almost like that like biblical thing of like on the third day, or Christ rose on the third day, or whatever it was. But when my mother told me at first, I was okay. I'm like, all is good, it's fine. Second day, yesterday, I was like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. And today, I just lost it. I lost it because I was feeling all of this, right? And I was hearing that my grandma wasn't doing well, that she really was declining fast. And, I have this, thanks for letting me share this, guys, by the way, but she just, I don't know, apparently she's not doing well. And along with other things, me and my partner had gotten into a discussion. It wasn't an argument, but we had gotten into a discussion, and I've also shared with you guys that he had a skin rash all over his arms. So today he went to the dermatologist, and the dermatologist took one look at his rash and said, it's poison ivy. And my partner said, Are you sure that's it? And he said, no doubt it's poison ivy. And he gave him a bunch of prescription pills. And so my thought, okay, and this is another thing I wanted to talk about, is getting out of your own way, getting out of your own control. And so he came home with a bunch of prescriptions. And, I wasn't mean about it, but I had said to him, what are you doing with all those prescriptions? He said, well, that's what the doctor prescribed. And I said, well, you have poison ivy. Do you need prescriptions for poison ivy? Like, I'm sure there's a holistic remedy for this, Levi, right? And because of everything I had already explained to you that I was already dealing with my grandma, with my uncle dying, with what I believe to be COVID vaccine related, because both of them had gotten sick after receiving their COVID vaccine. I was already in a shaky space, right? And then to have that, and so it kind of just carried on. And I promised myself this morning, that I would not push away my emotions, that I would honor how I felt. That, so often in our life, and this is what I want to share with you guys, and I'm sure you guys can agree, so often in our life, we want to feel good. We want to feel great. We want to feel like everything is sunshine and rainbows. And life happens, and we say, Thank you so much. Thank you for that. But we want to always look. I always say those two kinds of people, okay? There's the kind of people or person like me who, if you've noticed, I'm pretty positive. I'm a pretty positive, pretty happy girl. Like, I think my natural set point is about an 8 out of 10, right? If 10 is like, oh my God, I'm so happy, I think my natural set point is like an 8. So there's some people that when life happens, people like me are like, well, let's find the positive in this. Well, Levi, you have poison ivy. Well, what does that mean? Are you not safe in your skin? Oh, goody, you have poison ivy. Let's try to figure out the spiritual cause. Let's try to figure out the emotional cause. Like, thank God it got brought to the surface, because it's showing you something that's toxic in your body that needed to be brought up to the surface, and this is good, right? Or I think about my grandma being sick, and I try to think about the positive, and I try to think about how I love my grandma, and how no matter what happens, I have an angel, if she, and now I'm getting over the top. But I try to look at this from a positive way, and like with my grandma going, and with my uncle, or with my grandma being sick and my uncle going, I've kind of thought about it as, okay, well, I have angels now. Now I have guides. Now I have guardians. Like, now they can be closer to me than they ever could have been in physical. I'm the type of person that wants to look at the whole world as positive. And then there's the other kind of person, and this isn't to shame one or the other, but we have the more realistic type person, okay? My partner, Levi, he's the realistic type. He is the logical, he is the, well, someone just punched me in the face type person, so I'm going to be mad type person, right? Well, I'm the type of person who tries to bring positivity to anything. And each one of these, they have pros and cons. There's the type, Levi's the type of person that he likes to dive deep into the negative and try to figure things out. And so I think so often, no matter what kind of person you are, all of us experience pain, we experience suffering, we experience things, and we don't want to experience it. And so we try to either distract ourselves from it, right? Or we try to reach for better feeling thoughts. Or we try to just dissociate, right? And I taught in meditation yesterday that dissociation in a healthy way can be good. To be able to view what you're experiencing from an outside lens can have a lot of power to it, because it can allow you to still feel the pain, but not feel attacked by the pain, right? But when we do this too often, we're constantly disassociating, then we don't face what we're going through, and it continues to create illness, disease, rashes all over your skin, physical elements on our body, okay? And then you have, like I gave the example of my partner Levi, he has rashes all over his body. Well, why did he get rashes on his body? Because there was something either in his past or in his present moment that he got the rash, some kind of trapped emotion, some kind of trapped feeling of him not dealing with it. And this is why it is important to deal with it in the moment. Now, Levi didn't deal with it. No big deal, because now he's going to have rashes all over his body, and now he has to deal with it. And Abraham Hicks always says that it's okay. It will just get bigger. She would say, oh, it's okay that you didn't deal with it. It will just get bigger. It will just get bigger until you deal with it, right? So we, as a collective, need to get into this space of learning and being able to really feel into our emotions when they're happening. and allow ourselves to feel how we need to feel in the moment. And that's what I did today, okay? And I can sit here and I can lead you guys through meditation, and I can teach you guys mindfulness, and I can teach you how to deal with the big emotions and how to deal with the big feelings and how to deal with the big life events, okay? But just because I'm teaching it, that doesn't mean that I don't even know the word I'm looking for, I'm receptive of, not receptive, but that I'm like so enlightened or something that I don't experience these things. Because every guru in the world, every spiritual teacher, Jesus himself, he still experienced the pain. He just had a different way of dealing with it, right? So I want to make it known, and I want to literally shadow the veil and shadow the lens that we have, that the teachers that we look up to have a different life than we have. Because no matter how much I meditate, no matter how mindful I am, it's not going to stop people from dying. It's not going to stop, COVID from taking over the world. I can heal COVID with it, right? I can learn how to deal with COVID through it. It's not going to stop me from not having conflict with people, right? It's just going to teach me the skills I need to deal with it better, okay? And so that's what I want us all to take from today, is that no one is higher than anyone else, that meditation is going to bring you to this place where you're not going to experience these things, right? But what meditation and mindfulness will do is will help to give us the tools we need to then work through it. And today, do you know what I did to deal with my pain? Would anyone like to guess? Anyone guess what I did? Leave it in the comments. I want to see if anyone can guess what I did with my pain today. I bet you won't guess. Well, let's see what Wayne said. Don't lock yourself away from those who care about you because you think you've hurt them or they've hurt you. What point is there in being human if you don't let yourself feel anything? Yes, exactly. Or he got into weeds. Yeah, but even if okay, let me bring this up, okay? And you guys feel free to agree to disagree, okay? Yes, he got into weeds. He got poison ivy, right? So that's the physical reason. That's the physical reason that he has poison ivy on his skin, okay? But for him to attract weeds, for him to attract poison ivy, meant that there was an emotional or spiritual imbalance in his body that attracted it to be physical. Because whatever weeds he was in, I was in those weeds too. And I didn't receive that, right? And one may be able to argue and say that, well, you just didn't get poison ivy. Well, I didn't attract poison ivy. I didn't attract it because that wasn't the lesson I needed. I attracted another lesson today of experiencing conflict because that was the spiritual, emotional thing that I hadn't gone through. So we cannot get any physical illness without some kind of emotional or spiritual reason behind it. And Louise Hayes, she's passed on, but Louise Hayes, Dolores Cannon, many spiritual teachers talk about this. They talk about how every single physical element, there is a spiritual and mental reason behind it. No, I did not meditate. Anyone else? What do you think I did? I'm just going to tell you guys. I laid on my carpet floor outside this room, in the hallway, in a fetal position, crying my eyes out. Literally like this. Just crying and just placing my hands on my heart And I cried like I was a baby. Like I was a literally 1 year old, 2 year old baby having a temper tantrum because I needed to release it. I needed to release it. And I did that, right? But what I didn't do was inflict what I was doing, the behavior I was doing on my partner, right? And that's when it becomes toxic. Be angry. Be sad. Be frustrated. Be how you need to be, but don't inflict that onto others. And that's another powerful, powerful tool is when I'm feeling these big emotions with my partner and all of those that have partners and families, and you have no choice but to collide with people all day long. You have to notify them and say, hey, I'm out of alignment today. I'm really emotional today. Just know where I'm at. Because if you don't tell them where you are at, then you might freak out. You may be in a fetal position on the hallway floor, crying your eyes out, and then they think it's a reaction of what they did, or you are so angry that you're screaming at the top of your lungs, I'm so miserable right now, and it feels like you're giving them that anger, right? But by my partner or our partners knowing, hey, I'm in a place today, I'm experiencing anger right now, it's not being reflected back at them. It's still staying within our energetic field, our aura, and we're just being able to filter it out like a water filter. Is this making sense? We need to find ways to release negative emotions. Yes. I love to go for walks in nature when I am upset, reconnect to nature, stop feeling the negative emotion. Yes. So many yes. And with that, I think that's another important thing is, a lot of times, and I do this, I am literally red hand guilty of this, of releasing emotions without feeling the emotions. Because I can release the anger, okay? I can get so frustrated with my partner and be like, I don't want to feel this right now. I don't want to be angry. I don't want to be upset. And just be like, I release it, I let it go. I'm not angry anymore, right? But if I didn't, but then it comes back and it comes back and it comes back. And the reason it came back is because I didn't feel it, because I didn't come face to face with it. And all of you guys that have children, right? And if you don't have children, then all of you guys that were children, which one of you guys were children? Every single one of us was a child one day. Okay, so we all can identify with that moment when our child or our inner child cried out for attention, okay? And we didn't get nurtured. We didn't get cared for. How many times did we cry out that we needed something, right? And our parents may have not purposely, right? Not purposely. They didn't mean to not attend to us, but they were too busy at the time to attend to our emotion, right? Maybe we were really, really sad, okay? And we went to our daddy and we said, I'm really sad and I'm crying. And they said, Marie, I'm working right now. I can't do this, right? Or I'm cleaning right now, Mary. I can't do this right now. Like I'm cleaning. I'm busy right now. Oh, Wayne, I'm dealing with your brother right now. I have to help your brother right now, right? And it's these kinds of things where we weren't attended to. Maybe not purposely, right? But we weren't attended to. And it's those kinds of habits that have created where we're at now, of not attending to our emotions, attending to our feelings. And we need to treat our emotions We need to treat our feelings, we need to treat our thoughts, whether good or bad, and learning that even the bad thoughts, the bad feelings, the bad emotions are good, and start to mother and father our emotions and feelings and thoughts as if they are children. Okay? So when, little you or your child comes to you and they're really sad, right? Instead of saying, oh, like this sadness comes up when you're working, instead of saying, oh, I'll think about it later, I'll think about it later, like we were taught by our parents, we say, okay, I see you. I see that you are upset right now. I see that you are sad right now. I see that you are having really big emotions. And giving awareness, and really feeling into our body. That's extremely important. Of just feeling into our body, closing our eyes for a moment, and naming the emotion. I can't tell you how many times I named my emotion today. I was literally like going around the house, walking around the house saying, I'm angry, I'm angry, I'm angry, right? I'm sad, I'm sad, I'm sad, right? And I named my emotion because in naming my emotion, I then gave my emotion conscious attention. In naming it, I became aware of it. In naming it, I became observant of it. And once I named my emotion, like your parent needed to name you and saying, okay, I see you, Marie. Okay, I see you, Stephanie. Okay, I see you, Mary. Right? You name it. And then you say, what are you feeling, right? And you do this to yourself and you say, okay, what am I feeling right now? Okay, I'm feeling anger. I'm feeling anger. Okay, now, where am I feeling it? Where? And tuning into your body, getting out of your mind and tapping into your body. And you can do this along with me real quick. But really just tapping in, asking yourself what you're feeling, and then saying, where am I feeling it? And allowing yourself to really feel into that. And then saying, okay, for me, I'm feeling it all in my middle back right now. I'm feeling tension in my middle back, okay? And then allowing it to maybe name it again, maybe give it a color, give it a sensation, and then talk to it. Talk to your emotions, talk to your feelings, talk to your thoughts like you would talk to your child, and say, why are you feeling this way? What happened? And listening, actually listening, even if you think you know, and I promise you, you may think you know why you're sad, right? But it goes deeper as an onion, right? So, for example, I thought that I was crying because I was sad about my grandma and I was sad about my uncle. And I was. I was. But it was deeper than that. And I thought I was crying. Another thing is I thought I was crying because I was also frustrated at, the differences between me and my partner. And my anxiety and my fear of, well, where's this relationship going? Can I see a future of him, right? I thought that's what it was about. But when I dropped into my body and I named my emotion and I felt into where it hurt and I asked my body and I said, anger, lower back. Earlier I was feeling it in my heart. So I said, heart, I acknowledge that you're sad right now. You are your own consciousness. You have your own life. You have your own feelings. You are your own universe. Why do you feel this way? Even though I thought I knew, what I got was that the reason that I was crying was that I was scared, not of everything I told you, but because it came from a very deep-rooted trauma that originated from my childhood of being unsafe, unsecure, and unstable. And I linked that my grandma dying, and I'll be vulnerable with you guys. My grandma raised me. My grandparents raised me. Multiple people raised me. Both my parents had suffered with addictions, and so my childhood was me moving from house to my grandma's, to my aunts, to my uncles, to a foster home, to back to my mom's, back to my dad's. So I was constantly shuffled like a deck of cards. Okay, not knowing when I was going to be woken up in the middle of the night or whose house that I would have to go to for the night, right? And I've done a lot of work on this. And my grandma, the one that's in the hospital right now, she is the one person that took me in the majority of the time. Her and my grandpa, both of them. This was not the one I was visiting in Florida. This is a different one. The majority of the time, they had custody of me and my sister. They had, guardianship over me and my sister. And so I had this link that I didn't realize over realizing that my security, my safety, my stability is in my grandma. And I had this feel of, okay, like if my grandma dies, then how can I be safe? Okay? And my partner, I love him so much. He has helped me more than anyone, no matter where our relationship goes. He has provided me with safety, security, stability. And so, again, I was feeling when we were having a discussion because he took prescription medication and I wanted him to heal his poison ivy with apple cider vinegar. This sounds silly, but literally this is a big fight for us. Like, these are our big fights, is that I wanted him to use apple cider vinegar and he wanted to take a prescription, medication. I felt unsafe. I felt unsecure because I had a feel of, oh my God, we don't have the same lifestyle. I want holistic living. You want to take prescriptions. How is our relationship going to go on? Right? And then my uncle, he was big into spirituality. My uncle was big into Edgar Cayce and hypnosis and stuff, right? And so what I was really experiencing was something so much deeper than what was on the outside world, of me being fearful of my own safety, me being fearful of security, and how can I do this? How can I take care of myself when I'm a grown adult? I've been taking care of myself, as I approach 30. Like, I've been doing my damn thing. I've gone from China to Taiwan to South Africa. I've been to many countries all by myself, not with a partner, not with family members, but I've been to 15 plus countries and states. I've been to almost every state here in the United States, all by myself, right? I've lived by myself. I've been able to take care of myself. I've been able to provide myself with a good amount of income, right? So my thoughts and fears of being unsafe and unsecure, they don't need to be there, right? But I still honor them. And so once I was able to understand that's what I was really feeling, I was then able to talk to my feelings like they were a child and like I was the parent, and reassure my feelings and say, oh, sadness, I see you. I see why you are sad. I understand why you are sad. But my child, my sadness, you don't have to be sad, my baby, because you are safe. You are secure. You are stable. You are loved. You can do this. You've been doing this. You've been on this earth this long. You got this. You got this, sadness. And then I started to feel my sadness just be like, oh, you're right. I do have this, right? And then what felt like a 10 of sadness became a little bit of a 2 or 3 of sadness. And the sadness didn't completely go away because I'm still sad that I may lose my grandma. I'm sad about the things that happen around me, right? But now I can sit with it. I can identify with it. And I didn't try to just be happy. I just felt how I felt, and I was okay with where I was at. And that's what I needed to do, because when we don't process these things, bigger problems do arise. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys, is just to take care of your emotions. Take care of your feelings as if they are little children, because that's what they are. Because let's be honest, how many times do we feel anger and we run into this huge temper tantrum? How many times do we have like a temper tantrum like a child would, right? And then when we calm down, when we get a little bit more rational, when we get a little bit more logical, we think about, oh my goodness, I was acting like a child. I was acting so irrational, because our feelings, our emotions are magic. The magical powers that bring us into another state of being, that bring us into another reality, right? It brings a unicorn out of nowhere, right? But it can be irrational. It can be unrealistic. And you have to talk those feelings down and become aware of them like they were children. And I'll give you guys one more great analogy of, see your emotions knocking at the door. Knock, 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 knock. Someone's knocking on your door of your house. And you open the door, and there lies frustration. We'll name another emotion. And you open the door to frustration. And you have two choices. Either you can open the door to frustration and say, oh, I don't want you, and slam the door in frustration's face. Okay? And it might go away. But it's going to come back, and it's going to go knock, 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 knock. Just like, oh my God, I hate to make a bad joke right now, but, oh my God, I can't remember their name. Jehovah's Witnesses. Forgive me, but, knock, 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 knock. They just come back. They just keep coming back. They just keep coming back, right? Or bill collectors. They just keep calling. They keep calling. They keep calling. They keep calling, right? So you can keep closing the door on them. But eventually, or you have to deal with it, or you can open the door and say, okay, I see you, frustration. Come on in. Come on in, frustration. Let's sit down at the table and welcome the frustration in. And sit down at the table of frustration and say, all right, frustration, would you like a cup of coffee? Would you like some tea? Maybe a scone? Oh, you know what? I just made some good banana bread. You want some banana bread? Greet it. Acknowledge it. Welcome it. And then sit at the table of frustration and say, okay, frustration, why are you here? And listen, really listen. And listen to it. And then once you listen to it, you then get to speak to it and say, you know what? I understand. Or, no, it's not really that way. You're being a little irrational right now. And you start to have this dialogue between the feelings and you. And you sit with it and you allow it to just linger there, drinking its coffee, its tea, its scone, eating its scone. And then you say, all right, frustration, I sat with you, I listened to you, I felt you. It's been 2 hours now. How do you feel now? And then frustration will say, I feel a little bit better. And say, all right, well, you know what? I'm ready to go to bed. Well, I'm ready to read a book right now. I'm ready to let you go in love and in kindness. And you hug frustration and you honor frustration. And then you walk frustration to the door. And you say, frustration, thank you for coming today. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you for showing me. And then you say the same. Thanks for the opportunity to teach you. And you watch them walk out the door of your house. You smile, you wave goodbye, and then you close the door on the frustration. And then you move on and you read a book, or you watch TV, or you go have dinner with your partner, or you go to bed. And you let it go. So feel it, welcome it in, acknowledge it, talk to it, and then let it go. In love and in kindness. Did that resonate with you guys? Thank you. Good. I love this advice. I would talk to my emotions and calm them down. Beautiful. I think I'll wait to answer the door when the fun knocks. Yeah. Good. Did this resonate with you guys? Do you understand? And trust me, I told you guys, I am red hand guilty of not wanting to feel my emotions that are sad or negative, because I just want to be happy. Like, I just want to be a happy girl. I just want to be positive. And then positivity has a time and a place. But feelings need to be felt. They need to become aware of. So, with that being said, we're going to do a short meditation to just become aware of our feelings. And I'm going to invite you guys, before we do, to just be open and honest and vulnerable with me, with the community, about anything that you guys are experiencing, anything that you guys are feeling, anything that you guys are thinking, any big emotions you guys are having. And I will incorporate it into a meditation for you guys, and bring in a little bit of healing for you guys. A lot of healing. I get jealousy and envy, and I don't know why, but maybe deep rooted, and I need to be aware of them. Yeah, and know that jealousy and know that envy, it has a time and a place, right? Because think about it like this, okay? Let's say that you're jealous of someone's wealth. I'm just throwing this out there, okay? Let's say that someone has $1 million and you're jealous, right? You're like, oh, they have $1 million. I want $1 million, right? And then it creates this light bulb moment in your mind that says, oh, I'm jealous because I want $1 million. And then you think, oh, how can I get $1 million? And then you think, oh my God, I've been wanting to write that book. I've been literally sitting on writing this book for a long time. I have a lot to teach. And then you think, oh my God, I want to write a book. And then you write a book. And then you're like, oh my God, this book is really good. And so then you sell the book. And then you lose track that you were ever jealous. And you're so focused on writing this book because this book is your life story. This book is your whole life event. That you then sell book after book after book after book after book. And then you become a millionaire. And it's been 5 years. And you're a millionaire. And then one day you're sitting at a cafe, drinking your cup of coffee, eating your scone, and you think, oh my God, Cindy Lou. You run into Cindy Lou. And Cindy Lou walks into that bar. And you think, oh my God, Cindy Lou, I used to be jealous of you, and you forgot. You forgot that you were jealous of Cindy Lou, right? But now you're a millionaire, just like Cindy Lou. And now you aren't jealous of Cindy Lou anymore because now you have $1 million, right? And if you never would have been jealous of Cindy Lou, then it never would have started the whole ignition and cycle of you realizing you were jealous, noticing that you were jealous because she has $1 million, then remembering that you wanted to write a book, that got you to write a book, which got you to sell copies, which made you a millionaire. So these negative feelings that we feel, there's a reason that we feel these feelings. We don't feel these feelings for no reason. And when you start to vocalize and communicate with these feelings, I promise you that you will realize that your feelings always are working for you, and your feelings always have a reason for why they feel that way. Your feelings, just like us, also have a desire. Our feelings have wants. Our feelings have needs. Our feelings have a consciousness. Our feelings are a whole nother universe, right? So when we start to shift our attention to realize that, then we start to welcome the feelings. We start to welcome not only happiness, but we welcome the anger. We welcome the jealousy. And you will fall, right? I told you guys, I laid on my carpet floor today crying my eyes out, right? But the difference between me laying on the floor crying my eyes out today at 28 versus me laying on the carpet floor crying my eyes out at 4 was that I now was consciously aware and making the choice. I'm going to lay on my carpet floor right now and cry my eyes out because I need to feel better, and because I need to release this, and because I need to become aware of my emotions, and because I know that my feelings have their own intelligence, and I know my feelings have their own consciousness, and I know that my feelings have something to teach me, and I know that my feelings have needs, and I know that my feelings have desire, and so I'm going to just feel them, right? Well, I didn't know that when I was a little girl and I was doing that, right? Maybe spiritually, subconsciously, from the spiritual realms, I knew that. So that's why we meditate, because now when we have these emotions, which we always will, we can become more conscious of them. And it's a superpower. And we can go sadness, go jealous, go anger, go. Ow. Ow, pain, go. Ow. And you can laugh at them. You can laugh at the pain. And you know what this is probably teaching me? I didn't bring this to meditation, but this was probably saying, calm the fuck down, Genna. Stop. You didn't need to be that over dramatic. But if I didn't hit my elbow and I didn't hurt myself and I didn't just feel that pain, then maybe I still would be acting like a spastic who knows what. That you guys all need to water hose down. Right? Alright. I love the way of looking at this. It keeps me progressing and learning and expanding. You're welcome. And if this is resonating with you guys, I do invite you guys to give donations. The donations help me to just keep this going, motivating you guys, encouraging you guys, loving on you guys. And I'm also working towards opening up my own meditation center and moving to Sedona in October. All right, anything else? And we'll just do a short little meditation, nothing too elaborate tonight because we had a beautiful conversation. But I do want to just integrate this. I'm going to try to keep it short. If you guys are with me, you guys know I say it's going to be short and it gets a little long. But I love you guys. Did this resonate? If you guys are new, please make sure to follow me. I go live Monday through Friday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Tuesday, Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I love you, Mary. You have a beautiful night. Thanks for joining. Um, and if anyone's interested in one-on-one coaching, please feel free to reach out to me. I do offer 1 hour free coaching right off the bat, so you get to know me and I get to know you, and so feel free to message me. Also, I have a circle, Genna Rose Giannetti Love Lights, and you can join that and just join in the community of so much love and light and kindness and just community. All right, guys. Well, let's just do a short little meditation. I'm going to invite you guys to just find a place to be seated. Goodbye, thank you. You have to walk now. Yes. Thank you, Moi. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're just going to do a little short 5-minute meditation, guys. Oh my goodness, if I can get my computer loaded. I'm feeling frustrated right now. Oh, wrong password, that's why. Got it. Alright, guys. Alright. Let me know how that music is, if it's too loud, too soft. Alright, guys. Start to just sit down. Starting to observe your breath. Closing down your eyes. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in this teaching. Breathing in this teaching of emotions and feelings. And breathing out this teaching to the Lord. Integrating deeply within your mind. Integrating within your soul. Integrating within your spirit. Integrating into your body. Integrating the connection between our emotions and our feelings. Breathing it in and breathing it all the way down your body. Releasing into every single cell, every single atom, every single molecule. Allowing this teaching and lesson of honoring our emotions, our feelings, our thoughts, and becoming consciously aware of it, to move into our body, breathing it in, intending for it to stick and stay, and allowing all of our emotions to start to know that they are welcomed, that they are appreciated, that they are loved, and starting to allow yourself to attend to your emotions and feelings in a way that you haven't before, honoring yourself, your feelings, your emotions, and the events of your life as if they are a child needing your attention, allowing your feelings to come in, knock at the door, sit down, and allowing them to speak and dialogue whatever they are feeling as you listen to them and you speak back, allowing that feeling to sit at the table for as long as they and you need. Communicating, feeling, expressing, and healing together. And then allowing them to leave through the door with love and with kindness, with community, knowing that they're always welcome to come again, and then leave more aligned. And start to just anchor this in by bringing in an emotion that you're feeling right now. It could be sadness, anger, frustration, happiness. And just start to acknowledge that emotion or feeling. Not pushing it away, but honoring it. Naming that emotion. Naming it, I am sad. I am angry. Becoming aware of it. And then simply feeling into your body, scanning your body, and feeling into where in your body this emotion is lying. Maybe in your shoulders, your back, your feet. Just feeling where this pain arises, noticing it, observing it, and feeling it. And then starting to dialogue with this feeling and ask this feeling what it has come to teach you, what lesson it has for you, and listen for what it says, taking as long as you need. Acknowledging whatever words, colors, symbols come up. And then just communicating back with them, reassuring that feeling, that emotion, repeating back to them how they feel, letting them know that you are listening, that you acknowledge them, and allowing the communication to open up where you can express where you are at without rejecting where they are at, allowing yourself to speak back to them. And as you guys communicate back and forth, start to feel this feeling, starting to feel better, starting to feel more alive, more rejuvenated, and more healed. And welcome that feeling to come as it pleases, with loving and kindness, but simply allowing it to leave for now, letting it know that you honor it and you love it, and you're so glad that it came to teach you this lesson. But you must go on to other feelings now. You have other things to do, and allow it to leave in love and in kindness, and start to feel your whole body start to heal. Start to feel the pain leave. Start to feel more as your natural self. And start to breathe in a new feeling, a new sense of freedom. Breathing it in and breathing it out through your whole entire body. Starting to come back to this moment with new feelings, new emotions, and most importantly, more understanding. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Starting to awaken your body, wiggling your fingers and your toes, and gently opening up your eyes. Noticing what you can hear. Noticing what you can taste. Noticing what you can touch. Noticing what you can smell. And noticing what you can see. I thank you guys so much for listening today. Let me know how you guys are feeling. That was a short meditation just to anchor in what we learned today. Feel free to use that meditation whenever you need to by just acknowledging it, taking longer breaks in between to just feel into the feelings a little bit more, dialogue with the feelings more. Let me know how you guys are feeling, and if you guys have enjoyed this, thank you for any donations that you guys are willing to give. It's always appreciated, but it's never expected. I hope that this resonated today. And if you guys are not following me, please make sure to do so. Join my circle, Genna Rose Giannetti Love Lights. I'll leave it in the description. And if you are a beautiful goddess woman, then I invite you to join my female goddess group. We are streaming live on that at the moment as well. So you will also get these yummy meditations as well with that. So I just thank everyone for just joining today. I thank you for your vulnerability. I thank you for just your ability to just feel into your emotions and just acknowledge them, dialogue with them in a way that you might not have ever before. I appreciate just your guys' courage and your strength and your beauty and your braveness to just come as your own authentic self. I thank you guys. And last but not least, please come and join me Monday through Friday. Mondays, Wednesdays, Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tuesdays and Thursday at this time, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I have tons of yummy meditations on my dashboard. And if anyone's interested in a free 1-hour coaching session, feel free to reach out, and I would be happy to coach you and love on you guys. All right, there's that. And lastly, let's just close our hands. Love your energy, and so don't look forward to hearing from you. Yes, thank you, Bonnie. Just real briefly, closing your eyes, breathing into your body, and again, imagining all of us united, communing with each other, circling with each other, starting to hold hands with one another, and start to thank everyone for being here today, for supporting you, for allowing your vulnerability and your feelings and your energy to just be here. Starting to hold hands, imagine the whole circle, and feel the whole circle filled with light, as we are only light beings. We are only love. We are only kindness. Thanking everyone and bringing your hands to center to prayer pose at your heart. And bowing down with me. Namaste. For my soul recognizes your soul, that we are one soul in many bodies. Thank you guys so much for joining. I love you guys so, 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 so much. Thank you for all the donations. Thank you for the commentary. Thank you for all the praise. It means so much. Thank you for just being your own vulnerable, honest, loving goddess, God self. Thank you. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye, guys. All right.